is my 1965 Ford Mustang. Instead, let's talk about my 94 Civic Time Attack car. Actually, this is the car I wanted to talk to you about today. This is my 2003 Honda CR-V, and I am the 7th owner. It's done well over 250,000 miles, and I'm here to convince you why this small, plucky, simple, utilitarian SUV can be one of the most underrated enthusiast cars you can buy right now. The second generation Honda CR-V was released for the 2002 model year and was actually met with a lot of warm reception. Motor Trend even named it the best small SUV for 2002 and 2003, and it's easy to see why. Like its predecessor, it was based off the Civic platform, but this one was based off the 7th generation Civic with toe-link McPherson struts up front and a compact rear reactive link double wishbone suspension in the rear. It also featured much greater torsional and bending rigidity, and most importantly, it had a whole lot more power. All that extra power is thanks to Honda's legendary K-Series motor that powers this thing. In a lot of ways, the K-Series is the import scene's answer to the LS. They're cheap, reliable, robust motors that are easy to add power to. On top of that, there's a huge amount of aftermarket and community support. Much like the LS motor, you can find a K-swap in a lot of vehicles where it doesn't belong. And this thing has a big block K24. This thing has 160 horsepower and 162 foot-pounds of torque. It redlines at 6,500 RPM, the rev limiter cuts in at 7,000 RPM, and because it's a Honda, it's happy to rev up and down all the live-long day. And in case you're wondering, yes, it does have VTEC. Sort of. You see, this is Honda's much more pedestrian K24A1. Which is designed and tuned with efficiency and economy first and foremost. So the second cam profile or the third camshaft lobe for VTEC is only found on the intake camshaft. However, this does use Honda's iVTEC system, which incorporates variable cam phasing on the exhaust camshaft. And I know what you're thinking. Wow, 160 horsepower is pretty unremarkable. And you are not wrong. However, because Hondas are built like Lego, I can grab a much more powerful K24, let's say out of a TSX, which delivers over 200 horsepower, and swap that bad baby in here. I can also take advantage of a huge swath of aftermarket performance parts available for the K24. There's intake manifolds, better camshafts, supercharger kits, exhaust kits, whatever you can think of, they make it for this K-Series motor. The second generation CR-V could either be had either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive with a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic. The 5-speed manual in this car is great. This transmission is definitely a Honda transmission. You could row through gears all day long. That K-Series just wants to tack up and down, and it's a blast. There's nothing quite like banging through gears in a Honda. However, the best thing about this car is just how practical, well thought out, and quirky this interior is. There is so much storage and cubbies and craziness here. For example, in the center stack, we have these grab handles, but on the driver's side, boom, it's the parking brake. You have a shelf here on the passenger side. There's a drawer here under the passenger seat. There's a cubby here on the driver's side, which would have fit your old Nokia phone perfectly. There's a little cubby here, which I've used to hide my cell phone charger, a coin tray, and even the automatics have a built-in trash can down here. The center console here folds down, so the passenger could easily access the rear seats. The fun continues into the back seats. In the doors, we have some more cubbies and some more storage. Here in the center seat folds out to reveal an armrest with some cup holders. That's pretty standard stuff. However, you can take the armrests off the driver and passenger seat, scoot the seat forward, and it turns into a bed. You can even recline the seat if you so desire, making the CR-V great for car camping, outdoor excursions, taking naps on road trips, or you can fold the seats completely forward and stow them away for even more cargo space. Because the spare tire is mounted on the outside of the vehicle, there's actually a massive amount of cargo space in here. And even under the floor here, there's a ton of other storage, which is I've got snow chains, some extra tools, and some other like roadside emergency stuff. My favorite feature, however, is actually this cargo floor comes out and turns into a picnic table. Seriously, why doesn't every car have this? Let me ask you this. What makes an enthusiast car an enthusiast car? For me, I need a car that does so much more than get me from point A to point B. I need a car that's fun and engaging to drive. To me, that's an enthusiast car. I need a car that can handle a wide range of terrain, that'll get me to where I want to go. I mountain bike a lot. I spend a lot of times in the mountains and in the snow. So I need a car that handles that wide range of terrain. I need a car that's simple, reliable, and easy to work on, but also on the flip side, encourage me to tinker and explore of what it's capable of. Much like you, I love working on things mechanical. My cameras are mechanical, and so are my cars. And I wish Honda still made an SUV like this. Small, simple, and robust. Unfortunately, as the world changes and electric cars become the norm, these cars are gonna go away. However, you can still buy the CR-V. You could still enjoy it. It still does great on modern roads even 20 years later. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.